Hey, welcome back to the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge, and today we have Photo Arc. This is a National Geographic series. It's only 3 episodes, but it is one season. It is, each of them are about 45 or so minutes long. Let's remember. No, there's only 2 episodes, so I could have watched the entire series if I wanted to. But we'll more on that later. 45 minutes each, and it follows Joel Sartore. It's Sartore, and Joe is the man who is compiling the contents of a photo arc, not just to have the biggest digital library of high-resolution, highly detailed photos of animals from around the world, but also to help give a face to these. We've heard of a tamarin, but what does a tamarin look like to you? What is a manatee? We know what a manatee in general looks like, but you want to see one up close? You want to understand what some of these endangered species look like. And his attitude is that once you make a connection with these creatures, you'll have a better understanding of who they are. You see them face to face, of sorts. I imagine, you just go to a website, you might be able to click through all the photos, or you watch this series, and there's a lot of just astounding images that he's taken over the years. Thousands upon thousands upon thousands of pictures of unique animals just from everywhere. And some that are like, there's some monkeys that are some of the most endangered, top 25 and most endangered primates on the planet. The only planet we have for now. But it is still the idea that when you look at this, I don't know what's going on here. I think he's playing with a bat. That just seems rude, but I don't know the way he's holding it. But anyway, you get to see a giant armadillo right off the bat. Sorry, I didn't mean to, not that bad. But right away, you get to see a giant armadillo. And it's not just about the animals. It's also about photography. If you're a photography person, you kind of might get a kick out of what he has to go through to get the perfect shot, to get multiple perfect shots for an animal that is just moving around constantly of its own volition. Sometimes they're a giant armadillo that's this big. Or sometimes it's a tiny little gecko that's that can sit on a dime or a nickel, just so tiny, and get them facing the right direction. And you want to get every little bit. In some cases, it's a manatee, and it's underwater. Yeah, or it's a bird. There's lots of different birds. Some that are just tiny and colorful, and other ones that are, it's a hawk, and they tend to kill and eat anything that they can get their claws on. But yeah, they're in between seeing the photo shoots. In this first episode, this is the only one I watched. He's in Brazil, and so he's going all over different parts, the high in the mountains, into the urban jungles of Rio de Janeiro. Literally, it's a city that's just so densely packed, but it's also inches away from jungles at its borders. It's a pretty intense contradiction just within a few feet. They found a baby crocodile at one point, and they're like, you just take a couple steps away from there, and you're in the street. Yeah. So, and these animals are coexisting with each other and with humans. We might go, well, what do we care about these freeloaders? Yeah, they're pretty animals, but are we going to really miss a monkey? Seriously, there's lots of monkeys out there. Do we need to really work that hard to save a monkey? It's cute, whatever. We got pictures now. We can let them go. No, it's about conserving them, because you know what? They're not freeloaders. They contribute to the ecosystem. They are the ones who eat the plants and eat the berries and along with the bugs and other things like that. But then, what happens after you eat? Well, they tend to fertilize the land, let's say, and drop those seeds that don't get digested so well in a great poopy mess. Why not? And more plants grow from wherever they were when they ate that to wherever they end up when they let go of it. And more plants grow. Allows the earth to stay greener and hopefully cooler, and feed more animals who do the same thing, eat and poop and spread the seeds. And Same thing with birds. So it's you learn a lot from this. You get to realize that we're not so we weren't so self-centered when it comes to our own survival, and half the time we don't give a crap about that. It's kind of important that we do what we can to save the creatures that are out there, and this is just a tiny sample of what he has photographed. And the funny thing is, Joel is he has a sense of humor about it all. He's kind of sarcastic about what he has to do. He's in Brazil, and he's more of a cold winter guy, so he's kind of complaining about the heat and everything else, and has to get in a scuba suit in order to shoot a manatee. Well, photograph a manatee. There's no shooting. And by the way, if you're like, oh, more this, conserve the animals, save the animals kind of thing, do you really think that, first of all, Disney or any channel is going to be creating a series where it's just like, hey, here we are, the animal killing show, the animal slaughter show? Like, no, nobody's doing that. Nobody's creating that show. There might be somebody creating that show, but I don't think they have like a big number deal with a studio. Let's just say that. Not a National Geographic. So, and certainly not in Disney Plus. So yeah, I say give it a shot. It's only 2 episodes, an hour and a half long. If you're into photography or into animals, again, there are some astounding shots of animals, just still frames of these lives that come and go. They bring them in, photograph them, they let them go. And a lot of them also are creatures that have been rescued from trafficking, from being held captive in tiny confined spaces, never fed. There's one that's a small monkey, I think, that's it's deformed because she was never raised on her mother's milk and kept in captivity, and it's the cutest, saddest little thing, and it's just worthwhile checking out. Even if you're not into photography or saving the world, still there's some really crazy, astounding animals that some I don't think I've ever seen before. But man, when he goes through the stack of monkeys, all the monkeys that he's photographed, I mean, it's just a small sampling, but there's a wide variety, and it's pretty dang amazing to see them all one after the other. So it's kind of cool. Check it out. Until then, let's pick tomorrow's episode.
254.
254. I need you to say it out loud. 254. Oh, no, went too far. Is it zoomed out too far? 254. Well, I thought for sure we watched this already, but we watched movies, and maybe we watched... No, I don't know. We'll find out. I'm going to double check this one after I show it to you. I might come back. It'll be a second for you, but minutes for me. We've watched many movies and things like that featuring these characters. It's a French animated series. You might already know what I'm talking about. It's The Miraculous Tales of Ladybug and Cat Noir. Yeah, Ladybug and Cat Noir. Yeah. Einor's Marinette. Yeah, it's just, I don't call it a ladybug. Anyway, The Miraculous Tales of Ladybug and Cat Noir. It's a series, so we'll probably watch one episode at least and see how that goes. And we'll be back here tomorrow with that, unless I've already watched it, and I'll be back in a second to pick something else. Otherwise, that's what we're watching tomorrow. The Miraculous Tales of Ladybug and Cat Noir on the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. See you then. Bye. Yep, we've already watched it. I imagine that the reason why it's back on my list, I wasn't thinking, they probably added new seasons, and for some reason I got it mixed up, because there's a lot of different Ladybug and Cat Noir stuff that's all at the same place. You can see here I already watched episodes 1 and 2 of season 4, and so it looks like they filled in seasons 1, 2, 3, and 5, because I don't think I would have started with season 4. That doesn't make any sense to me. So at this point, I'm going to have to pick something else, because we've already watched this show. Not that it's bad, and I watched this, I checked February 5th, 2021. It was like episode 452. So yeah, that's a long time ago. Almost, 1,000 episodes ago. Almost. Let's pick another one.
262.
Oh, really I don't have to scroll very far. Oh wow, this makes it easy, and it's a short. And this feels like I've watched it before, but maybe I haven't. I don't know. It would be weird if we had two in a row. It's happened before, a long time ago, when I did not have my lists cleaned up properly. Kind of like this situation just now. But we'll find out soon enough when we watch Myth, A Frozen Tale. Yep, we got a short featuring the Frozen kids. Anna, Elsa, Anna, Elsa, Olaf, all the others. Unless we've already watched it, and I'm going to double check that again. So yeah, unfortunately, no miraculous. Go up. Yeah, none of these guys. Myth, A Frozen Tale is what we're watching next in the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. I'll see you back here tomorrow. Bye.